Hello, my name is Ryan Lichtenfeld, and I am a faculty member at the Mortgage University, sponsored by Midwest Mortgage Capital, and we're bringing to you today our second installment of our Friday Guideline Update. Today's topic is financing condos. A huge topic in the market we're in right now because, as we all know, financing condos is not as easy as it once was. Back in the good old days, if you had a brand new condo, you got it approved. If you had a condo that's recently been converted from rental units, you got it approved. Even if you had condos that had a high percentage of renters, it really did not matter. Those were approved as well. Well, here's what happened to the good old days. In case you haven't noticed, in the past week I've learned how to do some animation on these lovely PowerPoint presentations. Today's reality: financing new construction condos is extremely difficult. Financing condo conversions is just as difficult. In fact, financing condos that have been around for a long time is not easy as well. Here's what you need to do. You need to try to get the entire condo complex, whether it's new construction or if it's been around for a while, approved with the FHA. That's where I would start, because a high percentage of buyers in today's market are going with FHA loans, and even somebody who maybe wasn't looking at doing an FHA loan would do an FHA loan if that was the only way they can get financing. Why do you have to get the entire complex approved by the FHAs? Well, we can no longer do what are called spot condo approvals. This is what we did up until February 1st of last year. Now it's necessary that we get the entire complex approved by the FHA. FHA has general requirements. This is by no means all of them, but here are some things for you to look out for. First of all, at least 50% of the units must be owner occupied. Number two, for new construction, at least 30% of the total units must be sold or under contract. That's actually a low number, and the reason I highlight that is because it's going up to 50%, or it's set to go up to 50% on July 1st of this year. Number three, no more than 25% of the property's total floor area can be used for commercial purpose. Four, no more than 10% of the units may be owned by one investor. There is an exception to this requirement, and that is the builder. The builder can actually own more than 10% of the units, but other than the builder, nobody else can own more than 10%. And number five, no more than 15% of the total units can be more than 30 days past due on their association dues. Another approval process that you might want to go through is getting the condos approved by the VA. There's not a whole lot of information available on what the VA requires. There is a reason for that. In the past, if a condo had FHA approval, you could also do VA loans in that complex. But as of December 6th, or any FHA approvals after December 6th of 2009, that is no longer the case. VA condo approval procedures. The sponsor, in this case the lender, must provide the following to the VA. Number one, a written request for VA approval. And number two, a copy of the condo's organizational documents. There's actually 27 documents that they consider under this category, organizational documents. So please contact us and we'll help you with the process. One thing you might be asking yourself is, maybe the condo's already approved by FHA and or VA. Well, you can find that out pretty easily by going to the two websites that I highlight on this slide. One, the first one and the top one, is for FHA approvals, and the bottom one is for VA approvals. So please, the first thing you need to do and check and see if your condo is already on their list. How can you get condos approved? Well, the biggest thing that you need to do, probably, and the best thing that you can do, is contact us. We actually work with a company out of Chicago that specializes in FHA and VA condo approvals. They also work with getting condos approved by Fannie and Freddie Mac as well. In fact, this is all that they do. We've spoken with them and we found out a little bit about how long the process takes. We've seen it take as little as a week after all of the information has been submitted, but most of the time you can expect it to take about 4 weeks. For VA, the turn times seem, what we've seen, to be about 30 to 45 days. So get these started now. It'll really help the process whether you're trying to sell a property that is a condo, buy a property that is a condo, or if you're just looking to list a property that is a condo. Thank you very much. This was our second installment of our Friday Guideline Update, brought to you by the Mortgage University, sponsored by Midwest Mortgage Capital. Thank you.